Hello, my name is Fernando, and I've recorded this testimonial in case it helps you. For the past 5 to 10 years, I've been searching for a hypnotist to help me with sugar addiction, which is a condition that I've been subject to for a very long time, 30, 35, 40 years. And so far, I had only found two hypnotists, both who worked in the smoke secession type of work, and neither of them have been willing to try to treat me for sugar addiction. Recently, though, I was at a friendly networking event, and I got to know Paola Mendez. And after speaking with her and learning what she did and doing quite a bit of research, I decided to go ahead and treat her way of approaching such a problem. I had a few questions for her before the treatment, is my sugar addiction going to be substituted with some other possibly worse addiction, or am I going to be tied or connected or dependent on a hypnotist for the rest of my life? And what am I going to feel when we're doing the hypnosis treatment, or will there be somebody there looking out for me? Things that I thought of, that were somewhat of a concern to me before going through hypnosis. I had never done it before. She was able to answer me that not necessarily there would be any kind of substitute addiction that would take over wherever the sugar addiction had been before. That it was a long-term process, that it took at least 21 days for me to really go through the transformation that's required to address such an issue, that I would not be dependent on either her or another hypnotist for the rest of my life, that I would be conscious the whole time and I would know what happened throughout the process of the hypnosis. So I went ahead and did it with her. I was very surprised of how peaceful and how unobtrusive and non-problematic it was. We basically dug into my past and possible causes of the strong dependency, strong attraction that I had to sugar and anything sweet, and went through her process of doing it. She did provide, as she had promised before, a recording with certain information that I had to listen to for 21 days. I'm still working on it at this point. But I can tell there's been a difference. It's not magic. It's not a snap of the fingers type of solution that you go in and you come out a few minutes later with a problem solved. It's something that you continue to have to work on. But I can tell you that in the 2.5, almost 3 weeks that it's been, where I noticed there was a difference in that time already. I am more able to withstand, like not stopping at the supermarket and buying ice cream, which is something that I would do before. I'm able to say no when there's sweets around, and in general, I feel like there is something there that somewhere within me has changed, and I can now have a little more willpower to not have sweets as uncontrollably as I had before. I'm still listening to her daily recording. I think it helps, and I will probably continue to do so for a while, and until I feel like I've achieved my goal, or of not feeling so tied to sweet food, and hopefully losing some weight and getting into a healthier health habit. So Paola Mendez has definitely helped me with this. I recommend you try it. Obviously, do your homework before, so you can have your questions answered before you go through the process. It didn't take a lot of time, by the way. It only was about an hour and a few minutes to go through the actual hypnosis, and that short process of discovering what could have happened in the past, and what could have caused this. And it I was right back to work. I did it during lunch on a weekday. So, other than a little bit of time that it takes, a little bit of cost that it takes, and basically finding out what your concerns are and having them answered before, I recommend you to go ahead and try it. Paola has my information, so if I need to help, let me know.